up? Peace, peace, peace. Just want to come back with another video, man. I want to get into topic going to because I'm in first reading First Samuel. I'm in First Samuel now, and I want to get into the Amalekites, man, Amalek, man, and how that's been and why and what before our nation, why would we've been in the condition that we are, with them, man, with that nation, man. And there's a reason why to it, man. So I want to get into that, man. Why we have it, why I was getting into it, man. Why we have those issues with these with Amalek, the so-called the Jewish, or them that call themselves Jews, man. Why would that befall us, man? So let's get to First Samuel chapter 15. And verse 8. And verse 8. And he took, this is going into Saul with the when the Most High was commanded Saul basically to kill all the Amalekites, man. It's the I'm sure y'all pretty familiar with the account, but I'm gonna get into it. I'm just jump down to the point. So and he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep, and of the oxen, and of the fatlings, and of the lambs, and of all that was good, and will not utterly destroy them, but everything that was vile and refused that they came to destroy. That's really one. Then the word of the Lord came. I'll get this too. Then came the word of the Lord unto Samuel, saying, It repenteth me that I have set up Saul to be king, for he that turned from following me, and he hath not performed my commandments. And it grieved Samuel, and he cried unto the Lord all night. So I was talking actually about this with brother last week. When it says repented there, man, it that means Most High, he was sorrowful that he even made Saul king. He's like, man, why did he make Saul king? Because somebody might read that, or somebody may say like, oh, see, the Most High scoffer or now, or whatever, or atheist or whatever, might say, oh, see that the Most High say he repented. How can what's going? But in this, it just means sorrowful. So I was talking about that with a brother, like I think was it last week. So but I want to get back to the point. So see here, when the Most High commanded, going out to war, and Most High commanded, Saul, to kill all the Amalekites, man, not let none of them live. He didn't do so. So, and it wasn't until what was it? It was a while ago. I think it's like 2 years ago. Brother Chronicles of Judah, he did check it out on his Patreon. He did a little series going on into the Wild Man, or the Edomites, and he covers the movie of Harry and the Hendersons, a movie that came out in the 80s, like 31 something years ago. Yeah, like 30 years ago, or like 35 years ago. I'm not sure, but he reviewed that, man. Great series. He did that, he brought this out, and I was like, you know what? And there wasn't and he said, like, it's a reason why that happened, and and that we will later on pay for it, as we are now, what our people are now, to the Amalekites, to that nation, because they became a thorn in our side. I didn't think about that until he said that. I was like, damn, I didn't even think about that. That makes sense until I was reading Exodus. Let's get Exodus chapter 17 verse 16. Yeah, because he had brought that out. He's like, we were like paying for what basically King Saul did with that nation, man. So I didn't even realize. It made more sense when I read this. So let's get Exodus chapter 17, my bad, verse 16. He said, for he said, because the Lord hath sworn, he will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. I'm gonna read that again. For he said, because the Lord hath sworn, that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation, man. So it's a generational warfare with Amalek, with the Amalekites, man. They in the Amalek, there's like a branch of the Edomites. There's another like a branch of them, man. Basically, man. So it's because that happened. Shout out to Chronicle Judah for bringing that out. Because when I read that Exodus 17:16, I was like, oh, that's more to what he was saying. That the reason why they become, a thorn in our side for our people, man. Because we still paying, for our forefathers' mistake, man. So King Saul, since he did that, Most High said, you know what, okay. So they'll later on still be a problem for our people, man. So yeah, man. So that until I read Exodus 17:16, that was even prophesied to have in Exodus. What I just read, because he said from generation to generation, this nation will give you a problem, man. So and there are a branch of the Edomites. So that was already second. Always since Genesis, two nations that are struggling in the womb, and second Esdras 6 and 9, man. So and I just want to touch on the Amalekites, so Amalek, man. So let's get, the classic, most of y'all know, Revelation chapter 3 and verse 9 is what they actually are. 3 and verse 9, it says, Behold, I will make them out of the synagogue of Satan, which they say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. And behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. So yeah, man. So Yahushua right there was saying, that's him even talking about this, man. They say they are Jews, but they're not. They're not. They say they're Jews, but they're not the Jews, man. You could, history proves that, prophecy, proves that, and it all aligns, man. So this is actually they're synagogue of Satan, man, saying they're all Jews and they're not, man. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to bring that out, man, because there's a reason why turn with that nation that will be cause problems for us, man. And it's all doing because we paying for sins. We still paying for the sins of our forefathers, man. That particular nation that we're paying for because of of our forefather King Saul, man. So from he doing that will later on cause a problem to generation, for us, with that nation, with the Amalekites, with Amalek, man. So, because even in the rap world, man, they run that, man. They run that whole, the industry. They run those labels and whatnot, man. For the most part, man. So. This aside, and this other things, man, that with them, man. Then they saying the actual Jews, man, saying they're the people of the book, man. That could be further from the case, man. And it's crazy, man. That's why it's important for our people to wake up, man, because it's actually for our people. Our people think they're actually the Jews of the Bible. They think they are, but actually it's reversed. You're the actual Jew of the Bible. They are the Gentile. They're actually it's reversed, man. But in Babylon, man, it's confusion, land of confusion. So that's bound to happen. But that's why it's important for us to come back and serve, the Most High and His Son Yahushua, and come back to our history, come back to all statutes and commandments, man. That's why it's so important, man. So. Yeah, man. Hopefully, I got some out of this. I really wanna. I'll read Revelation chapter. Let's see. I'll want to read the count in Oxford because I can get the count. All right, 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 8. In Agag 7, Saul inflicted defeat on the Amalekites the way of Havilah to Shur in the borders of Egypt. Agag, king of the Amalekites, he took alive, but he destroyed all the people, putting them to the sword. Saul and his army spared Agag, and the best sheep, and the cattle, and the fat beasts, and the lambs, and everything worth keeping. These they were unwilling to destroy, but anything that was useless, had no value, they destroyed. The word of the Lord came to Samuel. I repent of having made Saul king, for he has turned away from me and has not obeyed my instructions. Samuel was angry. So in this version says that the Most High repent, but it means, like I went over earlier, it means he felt sorrowful. He was sorrowful. He's like, man, you know how so like somebody just like a father just damn disappointed son, like, man, like that. That's what he means. Not like the Most High can repent and stuff, because even though the Most High he's perfect, he's beyond that, man. So he can't repent. So no, man, that means sorrowful. So just want to get that out the way. And let's Exodus. 17 verse 16, and it reads, my oath upon it, the Lord as war. Wait, I'm gonna read it again. My bad. My oath upon it, the Lord is at war with Amalek generation after generation, man. So the Most High, even here, like, is prophesied the Most High, and our people, we be in at war with the Amalekites for generation. Even to this day, man. That's even proves, that's prophecy. Even to this day, we're still, at war with them, or where they're still oppressing us, and we're still, because then those all prophesied to happen, man. But all due to Saul's transgression, that's the reason why, man. So let's read. I'm gonna get Revelation chapter. I'm gonna read one more time. My oath upon it, the Lord is at war with Amalek generation after generation. So let's get Revelation. I never read Revelation 33 and 9 in this one. I want to see how it reads. Yeah, man, because Revelation chapter 3 and verse 9. As for those of Satan's synagogue who falsely claim, I'm reading again. As for those of Satan's synagogue who falsely claim to be Jews, I will make them come and fall at your feet, and they will know that you are a beloved people. Yeah, man. So all the that's what I like how it reads. I'm gonna read that again. As for those of Satan's synagogue who falsely claim to be Jews, I will make them come and fall on your feet, man. That's what the promise is. It's a promise. The nation will bow down to you, man. If we, Lord willing, man, we make it to that day, man. Make it to that, man. But yeah, man, just goes to show, man. Those the people now, the so-called the Jewish or the Amalek, man, they're not the Jews. They're not the actual Jews of the Bible. The people in Jerusalem now aren't the Jews of the Bible, man. So that was going to be that was going to do our disobedience and prophecy. That was going to be tapping. That was going to be taken from us, our homeland. Or we don't know who our God is. We don't know where we come from. We don't know who our God is. Like I said, what guides us, our law, statutes, commandments, our heritage. Actually, let me get that in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 17, verse 4. And I don't want to read. Yeah, I'll read it in Oxford. Forget it. You will lose the possession of the holding which I give you. I shall make you serve your enemies in the land you do not know. For the fire of my anger is kindled by you, and it will burn forever. So yeah, basically us. I read it a little different, but basically us discontinuing for our heritage, man, and not knowing who we are, man. And most of our people still think those are actual Jews from the Bible, or the people in Jerusalem now are the actual people from the Bible. And that's not even the case. Most of our people now, but we waking up now. Now prophecies unfolding. Like it was prophesied to happen. Most of us, coming to understanding, coming to knowledge actually who we are and who the actual real Jews are. That we are the real Jews of this Bible, man. So, let's get just going to us not knowing, man. Let me get Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. I'm gonna see. I never read. I don't think I read it in Oxford, but An ox knows its owner, and a donkey its master's stall. But Israel lacks all knowledge, and my people has no discernment, man. Yeah, man. That's definitely true, man. Our discernment, our knowledge, man, it's all gone, man. We don't even know. I'm reading in the. I like how that reads in there too, but I'm reading in the regular. Oh, yeah. All right. The ox knoweth its owner, and the ass knoweth his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people do not consider. Yeah, man. So, yeah, the ox and ass, they were dumb animals, but they even know who they belong to. But our people don't even know who we belong to, man. We don't know who our God is, man. We don't know that, man. But that's why it's important for us to come back to these laws, statutes, commandments, and come back to our God, come back to who we are as a people, man. So, and I'm read again in Oxford. It says, I'm gonna leave the rad part, but Israel lacks all knowledge. My people have no discernment. So like Hosea 4:6, my people die because of lack of knowledge, man. That's why we die, because of lack of knowledge, man. So, yeah, man. So that's really it, man. I ain't really That's really it, man. That's really I wanted to point out, of the generational warfare we have with that certain nation of the fake Jews of Amalek, man. So, hopefully y'all got something out of this, man. So, may Most High watch over y'all, everything y'all do, man. Hopefully y'all succeed in everything y'all do, man. Wishing y'all the best. So, peace.